Robert here, and welcome to episode 16 of Monthly Submission Rankings, where I rank tracks that you submit to me every single month. And for this episode, I'm going to be ranking your favorite cover songs. Yeah, major apologies for not getting this episode out in April. I got a community guideline strike for re-uploading the debut post and homogenic mecha collabs. And thanks to that strike, I was unable to upload any videos for a week. I'm not really going to talk more about that in this video since it's not really relevant at this current moment. So yeah, that happened. And also for the sake of laziness / time constraints, I'm not going to be using the microphone for this episode. Just really want to blow through this and get this over with already. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. So the concept of covers is pretty simple. They're basically just renditions of songs, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. And much like remixes, even though a lot of them don't necessarily beat the originals, there are plenty of covers that, do so. There are a lot of really good or even great and excellent covers out there. And there will actually be a lot of, at least good covers that I'm going to be mentioning on this list over here. And also 2 parodies will be shown on this list because I actually counted parodies, but yeah. So 19 people have joined this episode, but I had to cut it down to 18 because one entry was disqualified this time. And that is BTS's Permission to Dance, submitted by Irv. I disqualified it because, it's an original song. This episode is called Favorite Cover Songs, so since Permission to Dance is an original song, I did not include it in this video. Sorry, Irvu. But the rest of these submissions are fair play, even though there will actually be 17 songs that'll be on this list and not 18 because 2 people actually submitted the same cover. And we will absolutely get to it later. But yeah, I guess it's now time for the disclaimers, I guess. Might as well just get this out of the way. This ranking is all my subjective opinion. Don't feel bad if your submission's not ranked high enough. There's always next time, I guess. I'm pretty sure everyone who has watched MSR so far in its entirety knows the drill by now. Yeah, I have nothing much to say. Now, without any further ado, it's Monthly Submission Rankings, Episode 16, Favorite Cover Songs. Enjoy! At number 17, I placed Tergonite D with 24 Kids Intro, which is a parody of the TMNT theme, and this was submitted to me by Tergonite D. At number 16, I placed Logan Hughany Clark with Undertale the Musical, which is a parody of Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, and it was submitted to me by Seattle Seahawks unofficial. At number 15, I went with Cylops 4001, originally by Square Pusher and submitted by ALSONIK. At number 14, I went with Boyce Avenue and B. Miller with We Can't Stop, originally by Miley Cyrus and submitted by Citra Cinema 2023 / Cinema Studios Entertainment. At number 13, I placed Alien Ant Farm with Smooth Criminal, originally by Michael Jackson and submitted by Matías Carrera. At number 12, I placed J-Flaw with Lose Yourself, originally by Eminem and submitted by Raymond, Garza, Logo CC, and Roblox Fanatic 2K6. At number 11, I placed Ike and Tina Turner with Proud Mary, originally by Creedence Clearwater Revival and submitted by Megan C. At number 10, I have placed Nirvana with The Man Who Sold the World, originally by David Bowie and submitted by Jacob 2004. At number 9, I have placed Sepultura with Orgasmatron, originally by Motorhead and submitted by Fabril. At number 8, I have placed Between the Buried and Me with Bohemian Rhapsody, originally by Queen, and submitted by Ecstasy 7410. At number 7, I went with Pet Shop Boys, Always on My Mind, originally by Gwen McRae and submitted by Waffles. At number 6, I have placed Weezer's Everybody Wants to Rule the World, originally by Tears for Fears and submitted by Sclitch. At number 5, I went with Music's Love Will Tear Us Apart, originally by Joy Division and submitted by Kaisenberg. And finally, very shy of the top 3, at number 4, I have placed Fritz's Look at the Sky, originally by Porter Robinson and submitted by LGalaxy. And yeah, just like that, we have now officially made it to my top 3. I might as well just get those out of the way. Number 3, I have placed a classic cover that needs no introduction. Of course, I'm talking about Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You, originally by Dolly Parton and submitted by Miguel Sanchez. Yeah, even though I love both versions of that one song, I think the Whitney Houston version of this song is, I think, the better of the 2 OG versions. I mean, the Dolly Parton version is great. Dolly Parton's the OG version because, of course, she made the song. But yeah, I think Whitney Houston's cover is slightly better, or if not even better. Like, it's like one of my favorite covers ever. I really don't have anything much to say about it. Just like, where do I even begin with like Whitney Houston's vocals herself? And the instrumentation has aged like fine wine, and the key change, like at the climax of the cover, is pretty brilliant to this day. And yeah, at the end of the day, rest in peace to Whitney Houston. She is still so missed. At number 2, we have a showcase of jazz at its very finest for me, and that is John Coltrane's rendition of My Favorite Things from The Sound of Music, submitted to me by Johnny. And yeah, like I said seconds ago, this is jazz at its very finest. I absolutely love this rendition of My Favorite Things. Ariana Grande did a pretty good interpolation of that song on Seven Rings, and the Avalanches did a pretty awesome job with interpolating that song towards the end of Frankie Sinatra. But yeah, when it comes to deciding what my favorite rendition of this one song is, I think this rendition is like the front runner. When you first look at the length of this thing and notice that it's 13 minutes, it could be a bit intimidating to you, but for me, it is an absolute journey. And it really demonstrates John Coltrane's insane talent super well. And yeah, if I could be honest, I think it's really relaxing too. I think this could be used as like study music. You know, whenever I make like a study music playlist, I'll include that cover on that playlist. So yeah, I have nothing much to say about it other than it's an excellent, a fantastic rendition of My Favorite Things, and I absolutely recommend listening to it. And finally, at number 1, because not one person had to do it, 2 people had to do it, I have placed Johnny Cash's Hurt, originally by Nine Inch Nails, submitted by DJ Chems Pro and Robin. And yeah, where do I also begin with this cover here? Like, this seriously blows the original out of the water, and not only that, it's like seriously in contention for my favorite cover ever. And yeah, much like I Will Always Love You, I pretty much don't have a lot to say about this one. Like, Johnny Cash's vocals are pretty like emotional. The like the cinematic atmosphere for this cover, like it's just amazing. Like it's just one of those like very special, you know, musical moments where like it hits me right here, and it goes to show that even this late into your music career, you could still come out on top with a hit. And yeah, I just really love this rendition of Hurt so much. By far my favorite cover of that song. And yeah, just go listen to it if you haven't already. And that, my friends, was my ranking proper. Thanks to everyone who has submitted. It is greatly appreciated. Sorry if I didn't go all out on my top 3 this time around. I really just wanted to just, you know, like I said in the beginning, just blow through it and just get it over and done with. And yeah, a lot of you really submitted some dang good stuff as always, like especially my top 3, they were all excellent. And my bottom 3 picks are like seriously the only outright duds in my opinion. Like you know, I did not really get behind the 2 parodies that I counted, especially the Undertale parody. I could not get behind the production of that track at all. And Psylop's cover of 4001 was the only cover I couldn't get behind either, mainly because I found the production to be a bit more on the clunky and disjointed side. I'd rather just listen to the original from Square Pusher. But yeah, the rest of the picks are decent, and I'd say around the top 11 would be like the properly good stuff. That said, I think Fritz's rendition of Look at the Sky is pretty great, and Mike Paradinas actually did a great job with covering Love Will Tear Us Apart. Honestly, I think he did that song more justice than Square Pusher did. And Weezer's Everybody Wants to Rule the World is pretty dang awesome as well, and by far one of my favorites off the Teal album. And yeah, a lot of these submissions are at least decent to good as previously stated. So yeah, keep it up, guys. The next episode, episode 17, will be on recommended songs from the 1990s. The link to the form for MSR 17 will be in the description down below and also in the pinned comments as per usual. And the form will be closing on Sunday, May 14th, 2023 at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. But yeah, I'm pretty much looking forward to seeing how many people submit to this episode. Because it basically just acts like a sequel to MSR 8, where I talked about like songs from the 2000s, and now 9 episodes later I get to talk about songs from the 1990s decade. And I'm also looking forward to it simply because the 1990s were a fantastic time for music as a whole, especially when it comes to electronic music. So yeah, submit to the forum if you're interested, links in the description and pinned comments. But yeah, we've made it to the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, share this one with your friends if you want to, and leave a comment down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe as we're on the road to 8,000 subscribers. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.